everyone. First video back. First video of 2024, and we're not coming in strong. We're not starting as we mean to go on, folks, okay? I think for today we're just gonna dick about a bit, okay? And we're gonna talk about a Christmas book haul. Because mainly I've just finally unpacked all my shit from America. Like, we came back with like our mega bags. Like, we always go over to America with just our carry-on luggage, but then we have extra duffels we bring with us, so then on our way back we can have under plane luggage as well, like checked luggage, as well as the stuff we brought. And this time I forgot to bring those bags, so I had to borrow some from my dad, and he's like former military, like he's retired military, so every time you get a duffel off him it's weird, you know. And this one was one of those like 1980s style, like top down green rucksack things where you have to close it by clipping it in like this. Does anyone know what I'm on about? It's not a zipper, it's not a button, it's like 6 holes and a post, and you gotta like put the holes on top of the post and then like clip the post. Anyway, okay, that's off the point, but I've just finally cleared that monstrosity of a thing and like unpacked all the shit. So I'm looking at a couple of pile of books here and I'm like, I need to put these away, but also I feel like we should talk about them just lightly. First of all, okay, I've got 2 piles here. I've got a me pile and a spud pile. Okay, so we'll talk about the me pile first, shall we? Then we'll have a bit of a break to talk about this fucking wild dream I had last night. Okay, because I need to tell somebody and get somebody's thoughts, like someone who understands dreams. Like, we need to talk about this. And then I think we'll move on to the spud pile, if you're interested, because there's loads of good shit in there, but also some people just ain't interested, and that's cool, you know. Okay, first grown-up one, right? We've got Death on Tap by Ellie Alexander. I've never heard of these before because they're local to this town we went to. So Seattle, where I'm from ish, like sort of Seattle Tacoma area, it has a town sort of up in the mountains about like 2-3 hours ish away called Leavenworth, and it's like this Bavarian town in the middle of Washington in America. And it's like, I think it originally came to be because people were leaving the town. Like, it was originally sort of like settled by so and so amount of people, and then it started to sort of die out as people sort of fled this mountain town to the city or whatever, and they didn't want it to die, so they had to come up with like a shtick. Do you know what I mean? They were like, guys, I think that we should be like a faux German alpine town. And make all of our shit about German stuff. Like, all of our restaurants, they'll be German. Like, even if they're a Mexican restaurant, it'll be like German themed Mexican restaurant. And like, there's just like pretzels and cheese galore, you know, and like German beers all over the place. Like, you know, there's one place that just does German mustards, you know, and like crap like that, like little boutique-y bits, and they do sledding, you know, and like there's skiing nearby, and there's like chalets and blah blah. Anyway, we fucking love this place. I can't even tell you why. It's just, over the course of my life, my family, okay, a deep love of Leavenworth, and we go there all the fucking time. This book series apparently is based in Leavenworth. So it's about this woman. It's like a Sloane Krause mystery. So Sloane Krause, she's like the ancestral sort of owner of this family business. She's like third in line for her family with this like German beer, like brewery business. And now someone's made this like mystery series. There's loads of them. There's like 10 of these or whatever. This is the first one, I think, where she like solves mysteries and shit. So this one, it's like she catches her husband with like a waitress or something, and she's cheesed off at him, but then he's accused of some sort of murder or something, and she's got to solve the murder. Some guy, like, he's found dead in a fermenting tank, and the cheating husband is found guilty, so she's got to sort of, I don't know, solve the mystery to prove his innocence. I don't know. Like, if these are good, I'm gonna get more of these, okay? Because I can see myself getting stuck into this, especially, like, you know, it's winter, it's January as fuck, friends. I'm wearing my house coat, it's so cold. Like, I'm deep in that January depression. Like, my life, my god, at the minute. Like, if this solves all my problems, you better believe I'm getting more of those on the internet, you know what I mean? Okay, for the next ones, every time I go home, I make people go with me to this place called Tacoma Book Center, which is just like in the armpit of the earth It's like, it's in Tacoma, but it's not in like, you know, a nice part of Tacoma. It's like in like the grossest part of Tacoma. And it's like back ages ago, there used to be like a paper mill, like a pulp mill or something in Tacoma that made the town sort of smell like rancid buttcrack. And like, I can't even describe to you the smell. Like, I can't even tell you in words how it's like. But I think that's closed down now and it smells better there. But it used to be that this area that this like bookstore thing is in, it was like the epicenter for like the rancid buttcrack smell. And you just go there and you go into this like massive like cavern of just books falling in on each other, you know, like there's no rhyme or reason to like why those books are there. You know, like you can find a mystery section and there's loads of books in the mystery section, but there's also those same authors and books in this other section called like AS mysteries. Like, I don't know what AS mysteries are, or like hardcover mysteries, you know, or like new mysteries, but they're from like 1987. You're like, are they new? You know, and like, why is this one from 2005 like not in the new ones? Like, anyway, it's run by this random guy who I'm pretty sure is a hoarder. And like he's sort of the male version of Marge Simpson's sisters, you know, like the Bouvier sisters, who just like light one cigarette with like another cigarette like that and just like keep chain smoking that way. And like I saw over Christmas this time that we went, like I'd never seen this guy outside of his shop, and this time we went, we saw him getting out of his actual car, and like he got out in like a puff of smoke, and then like he couldn't get his door shut again because there was so much shit in his car. He was like back, and like trying to like shut the door. Anyway, this shop, if there's something specifically you're looking for, you're not gonna find it. Like, don't even try. Like, it's not that kind of place. Okay, this is more the place where you go, you stumble over something, you literally trip on a book, and you reach down and you think, oh, actually that sounds like a good book, I'm gonna take it with me. And then you put it outside your house for a while so that it can disinfect, and then you wash your hands, and then you read it like that. Anyway, okay, so there I found Tony Hillerman books, which if you know me, you know I fucking love them. Okay, so this one, so both of these, like some of these Tony Hillerman ones, they don't have the two specific detectives that I like. Okay, I like Jim Chi, okay, and I like Lee Porn. Okay, some of them only have one of them, some of them don't have any of them. Okay, and I'm not after those ones. I'm after those two specific detectives, okay, in particular. And they are reservation police on the Navajo reservation. This one, particular one, I think is to do with Washington, like the feds, okay? The feds have like created a crime or something, or they know of a crime, or they're working against the tribal police to hide a crime, okay? So this one, tribal police against the feds, brilliant, okay? This one is to do with like an old body, like bones that have been in a place for a really long time, like a dead guy who died ages ago. And it is somehow related to a sniper. So this guy's like, ooh, I've linked the skeleton and the sniper, which I'm for. And these books, if you don't know them, they are basically always just some guy got jealous and killed his wife. Like, the answer to the mystery is always something really banal, okay? But the whole book, the entire time, it spends all the time trying to convince you that it's like spirits, you know, like ancient like Navajo magic, or like ghosts, or like, you know, like the mystic blah 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 of the desert. Like, you spend the whole time being like, oh my god, I think it's gonna be magic this time, and then no, like at the end it is just like Brenda got pissed off because so and so was stealing her water, you know what I mean? Brilliant, so brilliant. Okay, next one. Oh my god, I've already been rambling for a very long time in this video, and I apologize for that. We'll speed it up, we'll bring it out. Also, this video is just the first one of the year, you know, like, January's hard. January sucks so hard. Like, I feel like we should just chat for mental health, okay? Like, I need this, I need you, okay? I need the books. Let's just have a chat, bring it in, have a chat, and then maybe start editing our content again, like in February, you know, like bring the videos down, start taking out the ums again, okay? But for now, let's just be cool. Does that sound okay? Okay, next one I purchased for Anwen, okay? But let's be honest, it's not for Anwen, it's for me, okay? And if while I'm reading it with her, she goes to toilet or decides that she wants to play with her friends outside instead of reading this book, I'm probably just gonna continue on without her, okay? Like, come on. Come the fuck on. Do you see this? It is a choose your own adventure 8th grade witch graphic novel. What the fuck? No. Okay, this is gonna be a banging time. This is like one of those ones where, okay, you read the first bit and then it like goes to the end, right? And it's like, if you think you should ignore the hand and go home, go to page 69. You know, or if you follow the hand in the bushes, go to page 10. Okay, and then it progresses from there. Like, obviously we're gonna follow the hand, okay, because we're gonna be the first ones dead in a horror movie. That's just our lot in life. But it looks brilliant. It looks fucking brilliant. This is gonna be an amazing read, and I've just unpacked it and remembered that it exists. So possibly this bud and I will do that literally tonight, because I cannot wait one more second to get stuck into this beauty. Okay, so the next one is in Welsh. It's a Welsh language book, okay? I wouldn't normally bring it up because I feel like there's not a lot of people who give a fuck, okay? Like, it's my New Year's resolution to read one Welsh language book a year, which is why my husband got it for me for Christmas, okay? But I feel like we should talk about it because I feel like we need to talk about this painting. Okay, this is Salem, and the novel itself seems really cool. Like, it's like one of those split timeline things, like, the first timeline is when this painting, it's a famous painting, it's a real painting called Salem, when it was painted in like 1908. And then 2016, I think, when this book was written, potentially. So there's two like timelines. You've got the people in 1908 and the people in 2016, dealing with sort of similar things or like repercussions of things that happened before, blah, blah. I love things like that. So spot on. I'm excited. Like, it's a bit intense for me. I'm gonna have to wait. I think this might be like a November or December read. Like, it's gonna take me a bit of time to build up to this. Like, my current situation is this one, which is like, look, like, it's gonna take me a bit of time, but it's based around this real life fucking painting, which is so creepy. I don't really understand it fully, but basically it's about this woman in a chapel, like a really strict, you know, Protestant type, like chapel type thing, 1908 in Gwynedd in Wales. Okay, it's like rural-ish, and it's this old woman. She's very pious, you know, she's at the church to be very churchy, which in itself terrifies me personally. I don't know about you, maybe you find comfort in that, I don't know, maybe you're normal, but the main creepy thing about it is that there's like a devil in the cloak. Like, it's hard to find. Like, I'm gonna point it out to you, like I'm gonna put it up and I'm gonna like show you where it is that people think that this like devil is in the painting. Like, some people are like, stop being stupid, okay, it's just the cloak, you know, it's like seeing Jesus in your toast. Do you know what I mean? Like, you can see faces wherever you want, shit in the clouds, blah blah, like, stop being stupid. But other people are like, nah, it's there on purpose. And people are like, did the painter put it in there on purpose? You know, to be like, she's pious, you know, but she's got a devil in her cloak. Or, you know, did he put it in there, you know, like, I don't know, did he put it in at all? Was it just like an accident that he like put it in later? He was like painting her normal, not thinking of anything, and then he was like, oh, maybe I'll just go blah, blah, you know, like that. There's all these theories or whatever, and you can fall down like a full rabbit hole just sort of reading about it, but it is creepy as fuck. And I had like a postcard of it. Like, we went to this chapel or something on a road trip to Gwynedd. We went to this place, this sort of like mountainy bit with like a waterfall and stuff that had some connection to this painting, and I got a postcard there of the painting, and I had it up on my wall, like, with all the other sort of shit, and I had to take it down because at night it creeped me out. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna have fun reading about that. I'll let you know how it goes. Okay, so before we get to the Spuds thing, like, she doesn't have a load book, like, I'm gonna go through them quick, okay, like, the Spud one's not gonna take a while, but I feel like we need to first talk about this dream that I had that was wild. So I like woke up, blah blah blah, having food, and then Emma wakes up and she talks to me and she's like, oh mommy, I had a dream. And she's talking about her dream, and then I was like, oh, I had a dream too, and she was like, oh, what's it about? And then I start telling her about it, and I'm like like, as it comes out more and more, I'm like, oh yeah, and then this happened. And then this happened, and she was like, oh, what? I was like, oh my god, like, yeah. It took me a while to, like, say it out loud and then realize how fucking weird it was. Okay, so I'm running a half marathon. So I did this in real life, ran the half marathon, the Cardiff half marathon. So in my dream, I'm running it again, okay? But I'm running it just me. And, like, my friend is there for, like, moral support, but she's not there to run it. She's just sort of, like, you know, going on to different parts of the route to sort of, like, cheer me on or whatever. But there's no one around. Like, for some reason, I've ended up at the back of the pack. Like the very back, and there's no one else around. Like, they're all in front of me, and there's no, like, people around to cheer or anything, and it's really, like, sort of darkish and, like, dampish and, like, cloudy and weird. I'm like, this is really strange. Like, I think to myself, oh, this austerity, you know, like, this sort of, like, cost of living crisis, like, everything's so cheap now. They can't even afford, like, you know, banners and, like, people to come and cheer. So I thought, so I'm running this race, and I realized that I must be off the path. Like, they haven't even put up signs to say, like, where the path goes. And I feel like, oh, I've ended up in a different way. And then I come down and I see people down below me running, and I'm like, oh no, that's the path. Like, I've been off it this whole time. Like, I've got to go and get on it. But in order to get on it, I have to go, like, through this, like, tiny thing between these two metal bits to go down a slope. And as I'm trying to go down, loads of people are trying to come up as well. So I have to wait loads of time for them to come up. But, like, one of them, like, trips, you know, and I'm like, ooh, okay, it's slick or whatever. But then as I'm trying to, like, you know, assert myself, like, hello, I've been waiting here for ages. Like, I'd like to go down. Like, I am running a race, okay? Like, this is, like, time off my, you know, time. This woman and her kid are trying to come up, and the kid, like, slips and smacks her head and dies. And, like, her head, like, you can tell that she's, like, obviously dead. And I was like, oh my fucking god, like, I can't believe I've seen this. This is the worst. But then, like, something happens with her mom. Like, the spirit of the kid or whatever goes into the mom and makes her feral, like a fucking zombie. And she's, like, coming at me, and she's, like, trying to bite me and, like, bite my hand and stuff. And I get, like, around her or something, and I end up down the bottom. And then I don't know what happens in between that, but something like I turn into a machine, and then she turns into a machine, and then we end up trying to clip each other's nails. Like, I don't even fucking, like, I can't even explain to you what the fuck happened. Like, she's just, like, I'm, like, trying to get away from her. I'm trying to, like, fight her, and then I become, like, this machine thing. Like, you know, like, that TV show where those cars Transformers, where they, like, transform into monsters. It's sort of like that. But I became into, like, this machine thing for some reason, but then she turned into the same kind of machine thing, and it was somehow related to, like, clippers or something. So then I'm, like, trying to clip her nails, like, it's gonna like, I don't know, be like the source of all her power, and she'll sort of shut down and not try to, like, bite me anymore or try to kill me if I just clip her nails. But they're, like, machine nails. Do you know what I mean? It was fucking wild. And, like, when I was saying it to Anwen then, and she was like, what? Like that. I was like, oh yeah, this is fucking wild. Like, how did it get like this? And then I don't know what happened to my friend that was, like, cheering me on and, like, running with me and stuff. I don't know, like, I left her behind, I guess. I don't know. And they say in dreams that you can't see faces in it, like, or, like, you can't create faces. So every face that you see in a dream is somebody you already know, or, like, a face you've already seen before or something, because you can't create them. This fucking dead kid, like, whose face was that? Whose face did I make dead? Oh my god. Dark. Fucking dark. Okay, now to the book pile for Anwen. Thank you. Okay, first one. Weird but true. 330 outrageous facts. How fucking cute is that? Okay. Should we find a cute one? Hold on. Here we go. Your brain can hold 100 times more information than a computer, but it can't remember my PIN number. Here's a good one. Most tornadoes occur between 3 p.m. and 9 p.m. Like, I wish I didn't know that when I was a kid in Colorado. Just, like, deathly afraid that one would hit while I was sleeping. And I said it to loads of people. I was like, what if a tornado comes while we're sleeping? I'm so scared. And they'd be like, don't worry. We'll all wake up and we'll go to the basement. Don't worry about it. Obviously, they didn't know that they only happen between 3 and 9 either. Or they would have just said that to me. They've been like, don't worry. You'll be awake. They don't come at nighttime. Okay, next one. We got this one at the Tacoma Book Center. Okay, The Hoarder's Paradise. Amelia's 6th grade notebook. Does anyone remember these? I think I remember these from when I was a kid. They're really cute, you know, like diary style with, like, pictures and stuff. Scooby-Doo, snack starter. My kid's super into Scooby-Doo. So scrap by that. And also The Simpsons, which is weird. Okay, Diary of the Wimpy Kid, no brainer. This is the new one. I believe Spud and my mom came together on this purchase at Costco. Okay, a couple cheese samples, bit of a book for home. She loves these ones, but she usually has them in Welsh. What? Same things, but in Welsh. So it was nice to get like a new one, just sort of in English, I guess, to switch it up. Okay, last but not least, can we talk about this other Tacoma bookstore find? Okay, so my kid got Christmas money. She got it in dollars, so she has to spend it in America. So she can't like save it or take it home or whatever. She got to spend it. So goes to Target. What's he do? Because Target. She gets this Our Generation doll. You know, these like 16-inch like doll things with like accessories and clothes and what have you. And it came with its own book, right? So this is Coco. She's a baker. She has a book about her adventures in baking. She comes with the doll. And I was like, oh, that's cute. And then I was like, holy shit, I remember this. You know, like American Girl dolls and like Magic Attic dolls and whatever, like the book and the doll together. So I had Magic Attic dolls. I had a Heather, obviously, and a Megan, and like all their crap, like their accessories based on specific books. So my kid stole those dolls ages ago. They're here in this house now from the 90s. Like she stole them and she plays with them. And it's the same size as this like Coco doll, so they'll probably be friends. It's only fair. And I was like, we should get the books to go with those dolls. Like I had them, but obviously those were binned ages ago because I'm old now. But like leave it to the Tacoma bookstore, okay, to be awesome, and have loads of that shit hanging around. So we got the Magic Attic books to go with these dolls that my kid has already stolen. So we have a Viva Heather doll. It goes with the doll. Right? And then these other ones. Like I tried to find more sort of Megan and Heather ones, but they didn't really have any other ones. So I had to get these ones instead, which feature everybody. But I think that's going to be an amazing time. We'll read our doll-themed books with our doll party. You know? Maybe have them sitting next to us. Have a bit of a chill. You know, it's going to be an amazing time. Like, it's January's fuck. Like, we need any little, bit of cheer helps. Okay, that's it. Thank you for watching. If you've watched all 84 hours of this rambling mess, thank you. Thank you for watching. If you have any thoughts, questions, concerns, please let me know. I hope your January is going okay. That you're not on the edge, okay? Like, be strong. We can be strong together. We can get through this. Like, there's only like 20-something days, maybe, like fewer than that days in January left, and then February. Whew, so quick, okay? It's only 29 days long, and then bam, it's basically spring. Like, we just have to hold on a bit longer and we can make it. If you need me, okay? If you want to have a chat, talk it through, let me know in the comments. We'll have a nice long chat to get through. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for watching. I love you all. Hopefully see you soon. Maybe not again in January because, girl, January. But definitely in February. We'll talk. We'll talk reads, okay? I've read some shit. We'll talk about some actual reading shit. I promise. Okay.